Hi, I'm Nate the Bias User, and today I'm going to be reviewing this new Gorillaz album, Cracker Island. Gorillaz has returned after their 2020 and what I found to be best album in years, Song Machine, Season 1, Strange Times, with this newest one not being Season 2 of Song Machine, but still another addition to the cartoon band's catalog. But I still gravitated to this the most, just to get the answer to my question if Strange Times was just a fluke in their newer phase, and on the title track, the answer was close to no. I was at first thrown off by how linear and flat the production turned out to be, but it ended up growing on me due to the low and volume storm of a bass at the start, and then Thundercat approaches it with his group-like, high-pitched singing he's known for, much like his bass guitar skills that were clean and heavy, which allowed a lot of engagement to this thing. Then there's Oil, that's highly polished in the drums, oily synths, and metal-sounding pianos, but the best thing about this is the vocal blend between Damon Albarn and Stevie Nicks. They were right next to each other, and it was powerful. Good stuff, but once the third track, The Tired Influencer, comes in, the art can be finding out if the predecessor was a fluke, or worse, begins. Because even when there were a few powerful synths, the drum play that was a little out of the box was very skeletal and gapped out. We also get Silent Running, that is the Gorillaz' debut for this type of modern disco pop, with the tasteless, windy production that resulted in a handful of disappointing records last year. But on the bright side, I found Adoli Omotoya's background singing to be passionate and blended well with Damon, to the point where I thought that was him. But it's still one of the lesser moments to the album. And there's plenty more, but first we get New Gold, with a Tame Impala feature that is highly overdue at this point, in both Gorillaz and Tame Impala's career. But at least they were able to give Kevin that opportunity when they made a track that was for him, and the drum play and soft psychedelic synths made New Gold that track he could be on. And Booty Brown shows it could also be easily rapped to. Baby Queen was very heavenly with its bass line Damon gave a great vocal performance to, but it's even more heavenly and powerful when the atmosphere rises and piano keys start raining down. It's so beautiful, I love it. But then we entered another couple of duds, with Tarantula, where the vocals and synths were good, but the turn-off was the spam of its tight bass. The follow-up Tarantula had Bad Bunny, where he was boring in his low tone, and I could leave it at that, but the production on this had everything sounding overly polished, as if even the instruments had auto-tune. Not liking it, but no worries, the last two tracks are on the way with quality. The bass on Skinny Ape already had a catchy riff, but its hard and fuzzy production along with the bass drum was responsible for grabbing the ear. And this thing had progression to it that resulted in an ending that was fast and windy. And as much as I wish there was a little more flavor packed in, it was still fun. Beck makes a return on the soft, peaceful closer, Possession Island, where both Damon and Beck brings in good chemistry whether they're going back and forth or blending together. And Jesus, the piano is so amazing. It's so bright. Cracker Island had more hits than misses, but if I'm to be asked if I think the Gorillaz album before was a fluke, I would say yes, relatively speaking, because I'm not going to act like this thing didn't contain some of the worst songs I've heard in the catalog of Gorillaz' official releases, in the midst of all the greatness. I'm going to give this album a 6.1. Like, subscribe, comment how you feel, and check out my other social medias, and I'll see you next time.